What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Aaron from Penthouse Finance, and I will be your host like I am in every single episode. And we've changed things up a little bit. I'm no longer standing, I'm sitting down. And in this video, we're talking about a very interesting topic that I think is very important. What is your time worth, or what is the time value of money? This is something that so many people neglect. Your time is your most precious, valuable asset. Everybody has the same 24 hours in each and every single day, but you wonder, why are some people billionaires? Why are some people broke? Why are some people living life accepting the norm when they could actually be doing bigger and better things, and deep down they want to, but they just can't because they might not know how to manage their time, or they don't know what their time is actually worth. So in this video, we're going to try and help you guys understand what is the time value of money and how you can actually optimize and maximize the amount of money you're making with your time. So guys, let's jump into this video. Before we do that, don't forget to smash that like button for this video and Penthouse Finance. Hit the subscribe button, bell for notifications, and we're gonna be doing about one video per week. I scrapped the 2 video per week idea just as it's a lot. I got a lot on my plate already with Departures Capital and all that other stuff, but I'm gonna give you guys one video per week at minimum. So I hope you guys enjoy these videos, and don't forget to comment below. Let us know what you think for future topics. So let's jump into the video now, and we're gonna start with number 1, the 20% rule. What is the 20% rule? Well, basically, it's like you take a look at your time. Let's say you work 8 hours a day, you sleep 8 hours a day, you relax, you cook, you do all these other things in your day. So what is the bottom 20%? That 20% of your time that is the least efficient. Like, let's say, for example, if you play video games for 4 hours a day, or you relax and watch TV for 4 hours a day, how can we take that 20% and replace it with something, that actually generates income, or something that's more productive, or something that will help us generate more income in the future? So some perfect ideas for utilizing that 20% where you're not really effective is reading books. Reading books, personally, I think reading books have been a huge contributor to my current success, and hopefully future success, if it continues, is reading books. So reading books, it changes your mindset. You can choose what you want to read about. Now, this doesn't mean just reading any books, reading Cinderella or reading, some crazy fiction novel. No, we need to get more specific. We need to talk about what we want to learn about. So mindset books, business books, financial books, things that you want to actually learn. Let's say, for example, you're in a specific field, you want to learn and improve and be more successful in that field. Well, how are you going to do that? You're either going to watch videos, take courses, read books. Read books is one way. So self-improvement is what I'm trying to get at. Use that time for self-improvement. Another thing you can do is use that time for fitness. If you're more physically fit, you go to the gym more frequently, you'll be more productive in your work. You'll be able to sustain those longer hours if you are looking at picking up a side hustle in the future, basically building that physical foundation for your future success. And number 3, of course, is actually work harder. Pick up a side hustle, pick up a side job, do something online, find out a hobby that you can monetize. It's all about how bad you want it. In this day and age with the internet, you can literally almost make money selling or providing services for almost anything. If you really like talking about, Pokemon cards, start a YouTube channel, start talking about Pokemon cards. I guarantee on YouTube, there's channels out there with millions of views simply talking about Pokemon cards, which I don't know where I came up with that, but anyways, guys, it all comes down to how badly you want it, and are you afraid to actually put yourself out there? I have so many friends who are really good at doing so many things, but they're so scared to put themselves out there. Just do it. You can't be afraid of what the world is going to say about you, because there's always going to be haters. The bigger you get, the more successful you get, people are going to hate because they wish that they were doing that, and they're going to try and bring you down because they don't want you to be successful. They want you just to be normal, just like they are, but that's not the way to go. So bottom line, always try to substitute, that bottom 20% with something that's much more productive. Productive in terms of your physical fitness, productive in terms of learning and your mindset, or productive in terms of your financial goals, something that actually generates more money. But we're gonna get into something else that's even more important, but something that's even harder to do. And this is when you're actually talking about those 8 hours a day that you might work, or if you work more than 8 hours a day, we're gonna dive into this. So the second thing we're going to talk about is the 20% rule, but in terms of your workplace and what you do. In this example, we're going to use a real estate agent So a real estate agent has a very flexible schedule. They work, let's say, 8 to 10 hours a day, and they get to pick what clients they work with. But when you're starting out as a real estate agent, like I was before a couple years ago, I was a real estate agent, and I basically had to work with anyone because my client base was not huge and I didn't have the option to pick and choose. But here's the kicker, if you really want to maximize your efficiency, instead of choosing anyone to work with, let's say for example, any real estate agents watching, I'm sure you guys can relate to this. Everyone has that client that kills your time and is probably going to buy the smallest house possible, resulting in the smallest commissions. Not that you should only work with people who want to buy the biggest homes, but you should work with clients based on efficiency and the clients that meet your criteria. So what I'm saying is sometimes in business, you have to make those critical decisions, maybe to drop a client because you don't see a future in that client, or they take up way too much of your time and it's not worth your time value. And that all comes back down to what is your time actually worth. So really zooming in on your business, really seeing what is the bottom 20% and do I really need it? How much of my overall income is actually in that 20%? Can I cut that out? Maybe take a short-term decrease in income for a long-term gain. Now let's look at the bright side of this. As a real estate agent, you cut out those clients. Maybe they were going to result in, let's say, $10,000 worth of commission that you now just lost. But you took those 2 hours every day, prospected for a couple months, found a client who wanted to buy a $500,000 or $1 million home, and you really focused on that and you really knew what you wanted, and you resulted in an extra 20 or 30 grand in the long run in yearly commissions. That's just a really small example of when you focus in on your time, figure out what it's actually worth and what you really want, and then actually make a change and make those sacrifices in order for that long-term gain. Because a lot of us are impatient, we want it right now, but it's not necessarily the best thing to always do. Just to build on top of that, guys, always remember, if you're looking to achieve something, you may have to replace something in order to achieve that goal. That might result in income loss for a long-term gain. So really look at the big picture, figure out how are you going to achieve that. You've got two ways. For your income to stay the same, you're going to actually have to work more hours a day. You're going to have to replace something. What are you willing to replace, and what is the opportunity cost of replacing that thing? Is it going to result in, loss of physical fitness? Like for example, if you stop going to the gym because you want to work harder, or you'll lose a little bit of sleep, what is the opportunity cost and are you willing to take it? Always keep that in mind. Take a look at your overall life right now and tell me, are you happy? Are you happy with life? Are you happy with how much money you make? Are you happy with, the amount of vacations you take? I'm not trying to sell you stuff on YouTube because, this is what I've heard in so many of those commercials. Are you happy with your life? Do you want to make more money? No, it's not about that. But what this chapter is about is just looking at your overall picture and, what would make you happier? Would more money make you happier? Would more time make you happier? Why are you working towards those financial goals? Let's say, for example, you're offered a brand new job, at a factory that you really don't like, but it's paying $100 per hour. And that's, wow, it's double what I'm making right now, maybe. Let's say, for example, always take a look and see, is your job really worth it? What's your bare minimum that would actually make you happy and you can sustain life, you can make enough money, and is that next career or that next thing you want to do really worth it? You always got to look at the flip side. Just because you see dollar signs doesn't mean, the happiness is going to come with it. Money can make you happy, but chances are you want a good balance when it comes to, money, time, family time for your friends, all that kind of stuff. Using myself as a personal example, when I was super young, I was super financially driven. I'd probably say I was more financially driven than I am now because I didn't know what happiness was versus money. I just cared about money. I just wanted money. I went into real estate because I thought that was the quickest way to making big bucks. But the problem with that was when I went into real estate, I was very naive. I was way too egotistical and I wasn't very successful because people could see right through me. Oh, this guy, he just wants to sell my house. He just wants the most commissions. All he wants is money. There's way more to life than money, and I've realized that. And I really enjoy doing what I'm doing now, making these videos, trying to help people. It's a really great feeling being able to help people and to make some money along the way. So that's the goal for this channel. Hopefully it can happen. All right, guys, the next thing we're gonna get into is how much time do you actually have in your day, and are you utilizing it efficiently? So let's do a quick little example. Let's say we work 9 to 5. We get up at 7 o'clock, get ready for work. Maybe we leave for work around 8, 8:30, and we're home by hopefully 5:36. We're a little bit tired. We cook dinner. We're relaxing by hopefully 7, 7:30. And what else can we do in that day? Maybe we got to hit the gym. So that's another couple hours. Holy smokes, it's already 9 o'clock. We got to get up at 8. But we do have 2 to 3 hours, hopefully every day, to kind of relax and stuff. Are we going to relax, call it a day, watch TV, or are we going to focus on that side hustle? Are we going to make more money? Are we going to find a way to actually make more money? Are we going to read books? What are we going to do? Are we going to do what it takes to achieve those financial goals? Now, not everybody thinks like that, but some of us who have really strong financial goals and still work 9 to 5, it's totally possible. Let's not forget about the time that we have on the weekend. Whoever said that we have to take the weekends off and the weekends are for relaxing? Okay, yeah, great. You work 9 to 5, you work 40 hours a week. If you really want to achieve those financial goals, the weekends, there's no time off. Saturday, Sunday, those are full-on side hustle work days. So guys, that's my motivation for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. That brings us to the end of this video. Don't forget to drop those comments below, subscribe, hit the bell, like this video. Penthouse Finance is here to motivate you. Penthouse Finance is here to take a look at your life. Penthouse Finance is here to take a look at things, see how we can maximize efficiency, create financial wealth, become a better person, be healthier. There's so many different things that we can try to improve on in our daily lives, and that's our goal. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys soon.